Hello, sorry about this video taking a little longer. But this video is going to be going over how we're going to use Figma. To get started, Figma, best way that I can describe it is it helps with UX design, which that's just a fancy word for it helps things look good. So like any website, it'll basically allow you to do a mock-up of what you're wanting to do. And then if you have like the premium version, you can even get the code that will code that for you. But for us, we're just going to be using the free version. That way we can see like how we want to draft our template. So to get started, it did send a link inside our TCS chat. So I can find it again just real quick. Be right here. So you click on this link. First, it will have you sign up, and then so you might have to actually log in first, and then you'll be able to actually click on the link. But let's see real quick. Once you click in, um, like I said before, if it doesn't, like just then it said choose an account to join. But if it doesn't do that, then just re-click the link in Discord so we can join. On the left here, you'll see your teams, and then right here, uh, loads. This is our folder for the TCS website devs. Uh, with that, we have our team project right here. And right now there's two files in there. This file, I'm going to open this in a new tab. This one is going to be where you're going to find the information or requirements for your web page. My idea is to keep everything pretty open-ended for like this first week or maybe 2 weeks because I want you all to actually think about how the website can be designed. Like how can we get the required information onto the web page in your own style? It looks like someone added this page. I'm going to delete that. But with this, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Here's some helpful links, like the Tarleton colors and fonts. They'll be in there. Inspiration, React bits. This site has a lot of good. Let me see. I can pull it up quick. It has a lot of interesting like React animations and stuff. You don't really have to do anything this intense, but it's just pretty cool to check out like something simple. And there's a lot of other stuff like blur text. Yeah. So it has a lot of like simple like text animations that we can just throw in if we really want to. This one actually could be really cool to have somewhere. But yeah, there's that. There's the documentation for React. For the Next.js documentation, you don't really need that necessarily. As far as I know, you might have to dive into it at some times. But let's see. Let's go ahead and close out of that. So if you're doing the homepage, pretty much everyone needs to follow the same format. Pretty much just it needs to have the bio, needs to have this, and the when the meetings are, so like that. So it's pretty much just look at the page you're doing, see the requirements, and then for homepage and showcase, I have some text information that we need something exactly like this or similar to this to add on onto them. So for like the homepage, we need to have like, oh, this is our like bio. These are our goals. And then for showcase, it just needs to have a way to show up our past project current ones. Uh, Keep everything on one page, or you could set up a way to it. It'll create or a link that will link to sub pages. But pretty much just need to have a way to show our past projects or current ones. Jack did bring up a good point to just use cards, and cards would also be a good way to go. But like I said, I want y'all to have the freedom to design it your own way, just so y'all can like get a feel for going from start to finish completely. Because I don't want to be like saying, oh, you need to add an image here, add a text here, just yet. I want to see what y'all can do on your own, and then y'all can actually get to it. Because in the real world, it's gonna be more of a design process. They'll have like a list of requirements, and with this, it helps you learn how to be, I guess, independent in a sense. Because realistically, after like our first meeting, we're gonna be like, okay, so this is what we have. Let's do this and this next. But with this, like I said, we have the showcase text information for calendar. One thing to note is I'd say the easiest way would be to integrate it with Google Calendar. That's probably the best. You could try the React library, but this would be more complicated and it would also be harder to update. So the Google Calendar is probably the best way to do it. I'd say when you're testing it, just use your own Google Calendar just to make sure it runs. Just because I can't freely give out the log and information for the TCS Gmail. And then a filter option would be nice, like months, weeks, days, or selecting specific dates to show. For contact, again, pretty simple. I'll be working on this one as well. It's just we just need to have like the officers, the titles, their contact, and anything extra that needs or that's linked to contacting us or getting to our socials. That's what we will add on here. And the research page I'll also be working on as well, but this one's gonna be the socials again, any helpful links, and then like any like Tarleton specific links, like our programs, our AI programs, our bachelors, our masters. I'm thinking about adding like all that on there just so people can stay informed. Um, but yeah, so basically this is the bare bones of what you need to have on your thing. Just be sure to look at the requirements. Some of them have different options. Like so with the calendar, you can try to use the React one, but honestly, Google Calendar is probably the best way to go, just because it'll be the easiest to keep up and running. But let's go to the web layout. This will be where you're actually designing your mockup. So this first one was just the template that it came with. I kind of just left this here. That way you can just see like an idea of what people can do on this, or what you can do on this. Uh, for this first one on the left side is where you'll find your pages to work on. I put parentheses on who's on what page. So Jack, Andrea, and Tony have their pages on page 1, or I guess page 2 if you're counting the example page. But see, Jack has 5 that he's doing right now or that he wants to work on. One thing that Andrea and Jack are doing is they actually teamed up. So Andrea will be designing the layout in Figma, and then Jack will be coding it. And see, what's nice about this is you can rearrange this any way you like it. You can even see if just like the title, you can rearrange the shape of the page. You can do the color on the right side, and then you can add sub things and even comments to explain what each part of the thing that you're planning to do with. Like this one, he's saying is going to be a mini showcase card panel. Upon clicking, it'll go to the showcase. But with Figma, let me go back to pages here. And then Marina, Diana, uh, Gavin/James. I'm not sure which one you prefer to go by because you told me one name, but then in your Discord you have that. But and then me will be on this page, and with it, you pretty much just add simple stuff. Like at the bottom is going to be your tools. You can add rectangles, stars, anything, or even images. This I believe you can actually draw lines with. Even connect shapes, I think. Maybe not, but there's lots of tools to play around with. There's text, of course. This is extra tool information. It seems like more like configurations for your settings. But with this is the comment thing. So this would be really helpful for if you just want to explain something or make a mental note. If you do end up needing to expand your page or even making copies of your page, like let's say I want to make 2 contact pages just so I can play with it more. Let me highlight this one specifically. I'll drag this off to the side. I'll do this, Control V or Control C, Control V, and then I'll move one over, and now I have 2 of them that I can play around with. Feel free to do this however much you want. Just try not to mess with anyone else's things, and if you need to like drag your stuff and move it over, then feel free. But yeah, besides that, this is pretty much just meant for you to pretty much design how you want the web page to look like first. That way you don't spend hours coding it, and then you're like, dang, I actually don't like the way this looks. So it's pretty much just a better way to get a rough draft down. And we'll be posting or any files we have pertaining to the project we'll probably use Figma for. I can't imagine anything else we would really need besides these 2 to start out with. I might see if I can add like pictures in here, but I'm not sure if it has like a file limit just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much how you use Figma.